was so fascinating to me about Luetta's visit, we'd heard all these stories, but to hear the true prophecy and history, that was absolutely fascinating to know that we could be a part of that, listening to prophecy and history all come about together.
Sit there and to watch them two go back and forth, because it didn't matter who was there, it was them two. They were having that conversation, that family get together, you know, as if time had not passed. And they were talking about all these things, and I don't think it registered with any of us at the time what was taking place, but when you look back on it, it was like, wow.
When she was reminding him of when he got his name, the Buffalo Bill name, it was interesting because, and like, he actually told us all to be quiet, because that was interesting, because he wanted to know, you know, it's not like he was, you know, it's like he wanted to know exactly word for word what took place, what was she told, what did she remember of him telling about the story.
She asked the pastor, did you remember the letter Yaqqob wrote to you?
And he said, well, what are you talking about? What letter? And he goes, well, the letter that, because when we heard about you wanting to change your name.
I noticed that she was very vivid in how she explained it with what her husband said to her, and why he wrote that letter to him, to Pastor, was because he wanted him to understand the importance of how he was named.
Well, I know Jacob was rather upset.
You remember that your brother, 1-year-old brother, named you Buffalo Bill?
What I thought was so fantastic, when Luetta was talking about the name change, she took us right into the camp where the mom and dad and the family was sitting around the campfire.
How the baby, for the first time,
1-year-old.
Mom was holding the baby.
His dad was bouncing on his knee.
1-year-old brother.
He was saying, you know, what do you want to name your brother? And then all of a sudden,
The child said, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. Everybody was in shock because the child had never spoken a sentence before that.
and she said this was a story that they told. It was very special. I mean, they considered it a miracle that this baby could even say that.
But he took it as, this is amazing. It's amazing. At the time, I don't know that he said miracle, but it was amazing that this child
1-year-old brother
named the next coming son.
You know, that was a huge thing in their family, that they told that story over and over again. It wasn't just like a minute thing that they mentioned. It was a story that was told in that family. And he wanted to remind him of that when he learned that he was going to change his name.
And I thought that was very, it was very touching, you know, to get told that story, and how it was one of those moments. At first we were laughing and giggling about, you know, Jacob's story, and then when it got to that part, it was silent. And it was so, like, it was an intense moment, but like I said before, it was like a casual day, not knowing that that was actually a special day marked in history.
Just to sit there and to hear her say those things, you know, we got to be witnesses